Now, China's factory gate deflation eased last month, a flicker of hope for policymakers battling a prolonged downturn. But the wider picture remains grim. Consumer prices fell at the fastest pace in 6 months, underlining how weak demand and food price volatility continue to weigh on Asia's largest economy. Fresh data from the National Bureau of Statistics shows China's producer price index fell 2.9% in August. That's an improvement from July's 3.6% slump, suggesting Beijing's crackdown on price wars in sectors like autos and steel may start to work. China's producer prices have now stayed negative for almost 3 years. The latest decline was milder than before, but it still highlights the depth of industrial weakness. Beijing's so-called anti-involution campaign is aimed at stopping destructive price cuts in key industries. Officials argue relentless competition has slashed profits and fueled instability, especially in the auto and solar sectors. China's consumer inflation turned negative again, slipping 0.4% in August. Food costs, particularly pork and vegetables, dropped more than 4%, but core inflation, which strips out food and fuel, edged up to its highest in 2.5 years. From interest subsidies on consumer loans to support for tourism and catering, the government has been rolling out small-scale stimulus. But economists warn it's far from enough to lift China back into a reflationary cycle. China's economy is still battling multiple headwinds. A prolonged property downturn, weak household spending and renewed pressure from US tariffs are all dragging on recovery. Exports slowed sharply in August as a brief trade truce effect faded. Analysts say the easing in producer deflation is only a small relief. For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.